I'm Kara.
I'm Nico.
I'm Kimberly.
I'm Danielle.
So the levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like physiological safety, belongingness.
Esteem and self-actualization. That's pretty much everything.
I feel like I'm stuck in the belongingness stage.
Do you guys want to talk a little bit about each one of them?
Yeah.
Real quick?
So psychological. So those are like our basic needs. So
Yeah, like
shelter.
eating.
Like I'm
Food, weather.
starving now.
Yeah.
So what kind of products do you think a market for that?
Mac and
Food.
cheese, maybe some bacon.
Maybe a house.
Oh, that's where you're going with that?
Yeah. So what about safety?
The safety is more about the security and stability, like family
I feel like you can market like a car towards safety, like providing, you know, like a safe environment for your family. Yeah, that would be cool.
Insurance.
Yeah, or
Insurance.
like,
Yeah, it's
like
seatbelts.
cooking smoke detectors while you are cooking because
Yeah.
someone is not very good.
Some people can't
Yeah.
cook.
And then belongingness. So a need to feel like you belong in a certain.
How can you?
In the book it says like personal grooming, so like cutting your hair and like making sure you fit in,
Yeah.
doing the little ombre style with your hair.
I feel like trends would be good with that. Like
Yeah.
market
Sure.
the trends so that you feel like you're part of your age group and you feel like you belong.
Yeah, that's true.
Then the other one is esteem, like it's more about status and superiority, like
I feel like
trying.
this is where all of like the girly products go, like heels, makeup.
boy products, you know.
Yeah. Self-actualization, like magazines pretty much like when you want to read about the Kardashians or something, like it's, you know, random but still your self-actualization, like you want to know what's happening.
It's more about hobbies, education, something like that.
Yeah.
Extra.
True.
Extra stuff.
Extra stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
McGuire's.
There's a lot of physiological motives. So like basically it's just what motivates you to do something.
There are like 16 different categories, and they are divided like in 4 types.
Into two, yeah.
The first one is like between cognitive or affective. The second one is preservation or growth.
I just feel like we're not going to be able to hear the video talking to the BAC.
You're fine. It'll work.
Yeah.
Just believe it.
Okay, I
Yeah, I was
believe.
gonna say.
I believe. I believe I can believe. Cognitive, and then what is it? You're in the growth.
Growth.
Yeah, then the third one is like the behavior is initiated or response to the environment. And the last one is like if it's internal or external, the relationship to the environment, something like that.
Tony Robbins has 6 human needs.
Which are
Certainty and security, uncertainty and variety, belonging and love, significance, independence, growth, and contribution.
So talk a little bit about each one.
So if you're certain about something, say you're like way too comfortable in something and you want a little like variety or uncertainty, you'll like go out and do something different.
But like mainly, like I feel like when you're in one of them, you want to move to another. Like when you're in
Yes.
certainty, you want some variety, and then when you have variety, you go back to certainty. Like you're never satisfied, kind of thing, you know. I remember Mr.
you're
Weber
always trying
giving
to
me.
change and to improve yourself. So
I remember
Yeah.
Mr. Weber giving the example of like marriage. Like
Yep.
you're married, and then you go and you want some variety, and
Yeah.
then you're like, a divorce. I'm gonna go
Or
back
what
to
about like
certainty."
you get too comfortable with like regular Oreo cookies and you want some variety, so you go and get cookie batter
I
or
love
pumpkin
everything
spice.
always related to food. I love it.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
And then it kind of relates to like security, the phrase he says to avoid pain but to gain pleasure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Tell us about it.
And it's the
Kara.
same thing. It's the same thing about like belonging and independence. Like you want to belong in your house. Like you want to walk into your house and have your place, and your parents receive you like, oh. But then you're like, yeah, I have to be independent eventually. You know what I mean?
at the same time, you want to be yourself.
Yeah, yeah. You kind of like you're always commuting in between those.
What about growth?
you don't want to be like stuck
You
at
don't.
Weber for life. Like you
No.
want to
Yeah.
graduate.
Continue to improve yourself daily.
I would say that.
And like contribution is like
Contributing to your
To the society.
community,
Yeah,
your society.
to your
You want to share your whatever.
to your team, to your society. Like I don't know, feel like you're needed for something.
Yeah. You
I
have a
like
place.
belonging. Yeah.
Yeah, so kind of in
Yeah.
a line.
so
I'd say the same.
logical decision making versus emotional. I know that sometimes like when I'm mad that I make really bad decisions.
Poor choices.
Poor choices.
I feel like all of my decisions are really emotional though, and I try not. I'm like, no, this was like cold calculated. I'm like, no, maybe not. But at the same time, like I look for an excuse for all of my
Yeah.
emotional
I have a
reasons.
perfect-
But I think that it's the most effective. It's like the logical one because you think about that and you really reason about it.
Yeah.
But if you're a
Good.
company and you're trying like to advertise yourself and you are able to promote like to make someone make a decision based on a feeling, that was gonna
Yeah.
be like so much more.
I don't
effective.
think people like literally look at a commercial and they're like, okay, let's look at the pros and the cons of
Yeah,
getting this.
let's be
They're more like,
logical.
I want that.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's a feeling.
Yeah.
So I have an example. So this weekend I went to the ropes course and I was scared out of my mind and I was like, I don't know if I really want to do this or not. But then I was like, I'm literally strapped into a cable, so if I fall, then I'm not going to fall. So it's
You're
like
logical.
logically thinking that I'll be fine.
Over your emotions.
That's my story.
Well, which one? So you think logical decisions are more effective?
I think they're more accurate
Yeah.
than emotional.
I think that maybe the emotional you get more pleasure from that,
Just like the
but
lady
these
that
are not
ran
And
more
like
effective.
marketing related, like it's more effective if you generate them to feel like the emotions instead
Yeah,
of
but
like
for
being
the
logical.
Feel
consumer,
something, they'll take an action.
Yeah, they take an action. But like personally, like for yourself, if you're able to think logically all the time, it's definitely
Yeah.
better. Like you're gonna save tons of money.
Okay, so some approaches, some conflicts.
Yes.
Approach motive. Okay.
Approach motivational conflict.
So
Like
when
you're going on vacation
When
and
it
you want to go where? Where's
Mexico.
Mexico, or
Caribbean.
that's like a win-win. Like you're gonna be at the
Both are
beach,
good,
gonna be
so-
sexy.
Both are good.
Yeah, that's good.
so you can't choose between them very easily.
Yeah.
And approach avoidance.
You got a good example.
Yeah.
It's like the Neutrogena instant bronzer, and it has tanning without the skin cancer, because who wants skin cancer?
So yeah, that's a good example. And
Kara
then-
had a really good one with the avoidance.
Did I?
Yeah.
A choice involving only undesirable outcomes.
So
Hey,
like,
now.
pay me now
Or pay me later.
pay me more
Or
later.
You have to pay anyways.
Either way.
Okay.
So why do goals seem to work? You're like, because
You have motivation to accomplish something at the end.
that you said it.
And like I feel like goals are a mix of like logical decisions and emotional decisions. So if you have a goal, like you can be emotionally driven, but you have like a logical like
You need to both of them.
focus. Yeah.
I mean, I would say that maybe not always goals work, but most of the times really good.
So how can a marketer take advantage of the different needs and customers?
I think that's easy because if the marketers know the needs of the customers, they can advertise the product in one way, just to appeal to them.
You had a good example with the security system.
Oh, so if someone needs security, they might want a security system in their house.
Something
Funny how that works. What gives humans a drive to accomplish a goal? I know that
Millions of things.
Yeah.
Competition, you want to out.
Like whenever
outdo
we
your-
have competitions for softball, like I like to beat people out. Like I didn't want someone to squat more than I did yesterday.
I would say like the motivation like to win or the motivation to be the first one to win,
Successful.
yeah, to be successful, to win the conference.
To be the alpha, whatever.
Yeah.
Top
The
dog.
group leader or whatever.
And then can
Also-
humans have goals that conflict?
Yeah. You
Sure.
can. You could have
Yeah.
2 goals at the same time that you can't accomplish because timing's not there and there's not many hours
You
in a
have
day.
a really good
Yeah,
example.
it's like I would like to be a professional soccer player, but at the same time, I want to graduate, so I have to choose one of these ones
Simply because you don't have the time to do
no,
both.
it's impossible. If you want to be a soccer player, you have to play every day. If you want to graduate, you have to study. Have to
Yeah,
choose.
I feel like everyone here can relate to that. Like everyone's an athlete. Like if you actually want to be an athlete, like that's all you have to do. You have to dedicate to yourself. Like, we
Wake
need
up
to
to
grow
practice.
and be someone in life. So
We're making the logical decision to go to
yeah, we're
school.
being illogical for once.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's all, folks.
Thanks for watching.